comes the axe, and here comes the smasher, the demolition, walking disaster.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Horn, the post-Christmas, pre-New Year's edition. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday.
I know
we
I
all
did.
do. I know that now that we're back to liking sports again, we are able to delve into some ball games.
Thank you for the views on that too.
Love it, guys. Really appreciate it. Now the thing of it is, we have to start this show on a very, very down note because I'm just very angry.
Start low.
Got to start low, maybe work our way up. But guys, Missouri goes to Tempe, Arizona, lays an egg in the Insight Bowl. We all know what happened. Blaine Gabbert, the bad throw to pretty much cost us the game. Not only that, but we had the TJ Moe catch that was a catch.
Man, that was
That
rough.
was ruled incomplete.
Called the catch on the field.
In fact, I have a picture. You're seeing it right now, guys. I want to know what you think about that because I have a picture where you should be seeing. You should be seeing it right now.
Yeah, we definitely need them to take a good look at that.
So, does this have any ill effect for Missouri? Do you think they can rebound from this loss and sell to their fan base that this is going to be a good team going into 2011?
Well, more than anything, that's the part that bothered me about the loss. And it's not just that it's all about the university bettering itself, but it is ultimately. And that's you want fans to travel to bowl games. You've got to produce wins, and me and Clint talked about it. We want to show that Mizzou fans traveled. I think we did that. I mean, I know there was a lot of black and gold in the stands, obviously. You couldn't tell a lot apart. But there was even people there that said there was a ton of Missouri fans there. So I think we will travel no matter what. But the main thing for me is if we're going to travel, we got to put a good product on the field. And the thing about it was they were all year. And I know they had their downfalls against Texas Tech and whatnot. And the big win at KU, and then you have the month layoff. And that's a big part of it. But Iowa was out without so many people. And that's the part that bothers me more than anything.
I agree with that. Iowa was very depleted going into this game, going without their leading receiver. That their third string running back had 200 yards.
Coker, boy.
You're absolutely right. Missouri's got to start winning these bowl games. Blaine Gabbert, the microcosm of his career took place in this bowl game. Gabbert threw for almost 500 yards, but you know what? He made the worst pass in the history of organized football that winds up costing us the game. I say Gabbert and Aldon Smith. Rumors are that they're both gone, and that could have
it makes no sense. Why do you want to come to Missouri and be what could be two of the greatest players on your respective offensive defense and leave?
Moving on to a more positive note, guys.
Yes, please do.
Tiger basketball is roaring. They are absolutely revved to a frenzy at this point. Just coming off a win last night over Old Dominion at home in front of their first sold-out non-conference crowd.
Yes.
Missouri showed up and they blitzed Old Dominion, who's a very good team. Missouri basketball hitting the stride right before conference season.
Oh my God! Yeah, I mean Matt Pressey stepping his game up. And not only that, Denman and Dixon are draining threes. I mean,
it's their team right now.
It really is. And Old Dominion, don't get it twisted, folks. Old Dominion is a very good basketball team. And, I mean, they played close game with Georgetown, right?
Almost beat Georgetown, and they were an NCAA tournament team last year, actually beat Notre Dame in the tournament a year ago. So they're seasoned, and they returned a lot of starters from an NCAA tournament team. So props to the Tigers. We're going into a very key stretch. We're going to be getting Phil Pressey back.
Yes.
And they make me feel better about things going into the new year as opposed to the horrible, Insight Bowl loss.
Well, exactly. And I mean, right here before conference play, have you ever felt so confident? I mean,
no.
We're literally one missed shot away from being undefeated right now when we had Georgetown put away. But folks, this is exciting. We've got to be excited about it. This does not happen every year where your basketball club opens up 13.
Guys, speaking of excitement, it's time to celebrate one thing, and I can tell you this. We're looking at your AFC Western Division champs. Believe that!
We got it done. We finally got it done.
Kansas City blows out Tennessee last week.
Wow.
And you get the big win from Cincinnati over the San Diego Chargers.
They laid an egg.
I've got one thing to say to you, San Diego Chargers fans. Stay classy, San Diego. More like go self, San Diego.
I like it. The thing about it was Clint and I actually got to watch a lot of the San Diego-Cincinnati game due to Red Zone. Thank you, Dish Network. And let me tell you, it was amazing watching Cincinnati without Ocho Cinco, without T.O., move the ball down the field, find these receivers. Carson Palmer looked happier than he's looked in a long time with those guys.
It sets up very nicely for the Chiefs, who are playing for the 3 seed still as they go into the game against Oakland. Barring let's say the Chiefs get that 3 seed, they're going to have the Jets coming in. Very good chance to win a playoff game. I think this is time. Kansas City needs this for their franchise. We really do. And I hope we get a very good crowd for that playoff game. It's got to be
I think we should, and if we don't, I'll tell you what, I'm going to be flat out pissed.
Club level, that means you.
Either paint it red or fill the seats. I don't care if you take people from outside the stadium, fill the stadium up, and let's support our team. Because I got to be honest with you, the new Arrowhead is not the old Arrowhead right now. And what I mean by that, those butts aren't in the seats. They're in the luxury boxes, buying beers and champagne and God only knows what else that we will never see.
We would love to sit in any of those seats.
We will sit in those seats. People, if you're going to go and you're going to go in the luxury boxes and all that, call Clint and I will sit our butts in those seats.
Absolutely. And I think when that leads us into the playoffs are all but set. You've got a couple divisions up for grabs. Who do you like going into this thing? Because, it's easy to say New England, Atlanta, those are going to be the 2 top seeds most likely. And I think New England's playing very well, but I think in the NFL anymore, you get in the playoffs, you have a chance. And that means maybe the Chiefs, but it means somebody on the NFC side like the Eagles or even Packers if they sneak in. Is there any team that's not Atlanta, not New England, that's going to be able to get to the Super Bowl and win it?
Well, let me tell you, first we'll start with the AFC. If I'm in the AFC, the one team that I don't want to play personally is Baltimore, and I'll tell you why.
Agreed.
I think Baltimore, they're 12-4. Well, they're not 12-4 yet, but they're probably going to be 12-4. And folks, they play as good, if not better, defense than anybody in the league. Flacco, Ray Rice, they've really stepped that up. I'll tell you, I don't really want to play them.
Their season. This team wins on the road, and they don't care where the game's held. They went to New England and won last year. I don't want any part of the Ravens at Arrowhead, and I think they could definitely be a wild card team that takes it all the way. They've shown they can beat the Steelers already. So there's a lot of. I think the Eagles, the NFC, could be an interesting story with Vic and the way that they're playing.
No, I've got a real undercard for the NFC, and that's the Packers, folks. If the Packers sneak into the playoffs, I don't know if anybody watched them play the Giants, and I know the Giants aren't always the best team, but let me tell you what. They absolutely annihilated the Giants, and they are coming on strong and at the right time. Aaron Rodgers playing his best ball. They got guys healthy. As far if we can talk about the Chiefs' chances and how I like the Chiefs' chances in the playoffs, I like our chances to win that home game because we're the team that wasn't even supposed to be here. And when that happens, a lot of the players don't realize how big a game is. And and a lot of our college players, they played in big games as college players. Matt Castle was a backup, to Tom Brady. They've been in big games. These guys know what it's like. And I like Todd Haley as my head coach. I really do.
I think Haley is really... Chris, the last time we won a playoff game, you and I were in 4th grade. I don't know if anybody else...
Won a playoff game, folks. That was with Joe Montana, Steelers at Arrowhead. And we won the game. And I feel like it's that kind of year for us. You know why? Because we got a quarterback that we believe in. We don't have the Steve Bonos of the world. We don't have the Elvis Gerbacks or the Rich Gannons of the world. Not that Rich Gannon, but neither here nor there. But the simple fact is I believe in Matt Castle as a quarterback. I believe in our running game, and I believe in our defense, and the Chiefs do not vary it. It doesn't matter what team they're playing.
You know who else we believe in?
Big Sean! He's coming to play, folks. I just added him to my Twitter. Love you, Sean. I know you can ride a carriage if you're watching.
Guys, before we go, we want to let you know we hope you all have a very happy new year. Follow us on Twitter, CSwizer77, Big Door. Find us on Twitter. Always come to the Facebook page. Give us some likes. Give us comments. We want to hear from you more than anything. We love the comments because
we do.
That gives us a good idea as to what you guys want to hear, what you guys want to hear on that
Those likes and those comments, people, everybody sees those. Let's get more of them. Let's start more discussions on the Sports Horn. We got an interview coming up with the...
Big things to come for the Sports Horn. Keep an eye out, Clintonians.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to see these faces.
Right here.
Until next time.
We're here to tell the World Wrestling Federation that Demolition is back, and we're coming to get you. The titles are going around our waist at the pay-per-view Survivor Series this Sunday. Telemax! We're here to tell the World Wrestling Federation... We're here to tell the World Wrestling Federation that Demolition is back, and we're gonna win the Royal Rumble this Sunday. Telemax! What do you know about that, huh, brother? Well, what you gonna do when the sport horn rides on you?